evening, it's 6 o'clock, and you're welcome to Kana Radio live on Facebook, News at 6. You can follow us on YouTube as Kana TV. I am Deliverance Ashia, and I'm here with my colleague.
Ahiano bless Aram.
Now, the news headlines.
Time has come for the NPP to break the 8.
The Ghana National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGA, tells the Ghana Education Service to withdraw the 10% basic salary Bangalore rent directive if they want peace.
Ghana Health Service to review guidelines for coronavirus.
This and many more stories we have for you if you stay with us in the next 30 minutes. Now, the stories in detail. The Ghana National Association of Graduate Teachers (NAGT) has called on the Ghana Education Service (GES) to immediately rescind its decision of its members to pay 10% of their basic salaries as rent for staying in government bungalows. The GES has directed teachers living in all government bungalows to get ready for the deduction of the 10% of their basic salaries as rent. The deduction is expected to take effect on the first day of March 2022. And later, dated March 11, 2022, circulated to Metro, Municipal and District Directors of Education and all heads of senior high schools, noted that the move is in line with effort to streamline rent payment analysis. Reacting to this directive, in a statement issued on Tuesday, the 15th day of March 2022, by the association and signed by its General Secretary, Thomas T. Musa said, "For the avoidance of doubt, we wish to remind the GES of Section 21I of the Collective Agreement, that is the 2009, which deals with staff accommodation and states without equivocation that headmasters, house mistresses, and principal, etc., shall be provided with free residential accommodation." It cautioned further that the association will resist any attempt to enforce this directive. Any attempt to implement these would be resisted fiercely, and the industrial peace we are enjoying on the educational front could be jeopardized, the statement said. He added, "We are therefore by this write-up demanding that the Ghana Education Service withdraws this action or move to ensure serene and conducive teaching and learning in the school for the collective benefit of all. Anything short of this could be risky and we may not be able to contain it." Into our next story. The family of late Corporal Stephen Nyami reveals he was struggling financially. The family of the late police officer, Lance Corporal Stephen Kweku Nyami, has disclosed that their brother struggled financially and sometimes called back for money he has given his mother. According to his physically challenged sister, Sylvia Nyami, the late officer called for money from her mother and often complained about money issued. She also mentioned that the allegation leveled against him did not reflect the life he lived. She revealed this in an interview on SVTV Africa amidst tears, pleading to see her brother's body. "If they say he is dead, we do not want to believe that he is late until we see the body because no one has informed our family that he is dead. Before he died, my mother was the one who sent him 200 Ghanaian cedis every week. He would send money to my mom and later call to ask if she had not spent it yet. He was struggling. What am I going to tell his son?" Sylvia and her family mentioned that the Police Intelligence Department, that is the PID, has refused to give them any information. Presently, the Nyami family is demanding the body of the deceased and evidence of the allegations leveled against him. The late Constable Rudolph Ansah and Lance Corporal Stephen Kweku Nyami were shot dead on the evening of Monday, the 7th of March 2022, in an exchange of gunshots during a raid at Batima near Ashama. They were out of 6 suspects in an investigation into the bullion van robberies. The brother of the deceased, Daniel Nyami, asserted that his brother had been involved in a motor accident in December and had been on admission after he was diagnosed of typhoid. Daniel further mentioned that his brother was neither a criminal nor crooked, but was wrongfully accused by fellow police officers. Randolph Ansah, popularly known as Pablo. Up next is political news.
In politics, the former National First Vice Chairperson of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Mr. Stephen Ayesi Ntim, has trained members of his party to work tirelessly to set the new record of breaking the 8 in the political history of Ghana. According to him, breaking the 8th mantra of the party will only become a reality through loyalty, commitment and discipline to the cause of the party. He said 2024 elections is very unique that for the first time a party has a chance to break the 8 years jinx because the party has worked hard for it and this deserve it. Time has come for the NPP to break the 8. In a meeting with constituency executives in the Greater Accra region, he admonished them to join his team as they work together for the betterment of the party. He said he has the experience as a former national first vice and the maturity to steer the affairs of the party in the right direction for victory 2024 and beyond. Away from that story, members of the Daklu District Assembly in the Volta region have finally approved the President's District Chief Executive DCE on March 14, 2022. The newly confirmed DCE got 17 votes out of a total of 19 votes cast, which made her score more than 51%. Speaking to the media after her confirmation, Ms. Kpadokpo said she may physically look calm, but that does not defeat her capabilities. Speaking on her priorities, she noted that areas such as women and children development, water and sanitation, health and education are what she is poised to improve in the Adaklu district. Juliana Kpado, she said, is ready and willing to collaborate with Adaklu Traditional Authority in order to achieve success for the area. Before her confirmation, she was earlier rejected by members of the assembly. Some 2 nominees, Bright Nyachiko and Donko, were also rejected in separate elections. Coming up is business news.
We welcome to the business segment and let's do some business here on Ghana News at 6. Transport fares to go up again. Users of commercial transport may have to brace themselves up to pay more when commuting to their various destinations. This is because the Ghana Private Road and Transport Union, that is the GPRTU, is readying itself for an upward adjustment in transport fares. In an interview with Accra-based Joy FM, head of the GPRTU's communications, Abbas Imoro, said the move has become necessary due to the spike in the prices of fuel. When we came out with these current adjustments, fuel prices was at 7 cedis 99 pesos per litre, so we are waiting for the 10% ratio. So if it crosses the 8 cedis 8 pesos per litre, we will come out with a new price. That is the only way we can sustain our transport industry, he said. Mr. Abbas said the government ought to be blamed for the continuous changes in transport fares. According to him, the government has implemented some solutions it proposed to mitigate against such occurrences. He indicated that discussions have already begun and moves the leadership of the union to decide on the percentage increments. We came up with this strategy which would have helped and wouldn't have internally. We have created our taxes, levies and margins of which we engage government about. If the government listened to us or was able to do something about it, we wouldn't be here. So we need to do this to sustain our members, he noted. It will be recalled that the GPRTU on Saturday, 26th of February, increased fares by 15%. However, less than a month later, it is requesting for a review of the increment. Stakeholders within the petroleum industry has predicted that petroleum products will from today, that is the 16th day of March 2022, begin to sell at 11 cedis per litre. Into our business news again. Bank of Ghana must stop the needless auction of dollar on the open market. That is from COPEC. The executive director of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, COPEC, has stated that the Bank of Ghana should channel the needless auction of dollars on the open market to investing in some critical imports, especially in petroleum products. According to him, if the central bank, fails to act swiftly, all marketing companies may be forced to go to the black market. The Bank of Ghana should the needless auction of dollars on the open market and channel these dollar funds towards some of these very critical importation, because if you don't, you are simply going to have them go to the black market, and the BDCs go to the source for the dollar, and you and I know the black market rate usually will be a bit higher than interbank rate. Coming up is health news.
In health, cervical cancer is the third most common cancer affecting women worldwide and kills close to 300,000 yearly. The disease affects poor women, with at least 80% of cases occurring in developed countries. To reduce the condition in Ghana, European Union Ghana Agriculture Programme (EU-GAP) has organized a free cervical screening and breast cancer examination for women in the community of Jirapa municipality of the Upper West region. Dennis Babane reports that cervical cancer is becoming rare in developed countries, but the same cannot be said in Ghana. The cancer is treatable when detected early. Project manager for Resilience Against Climate Change, Matthias Berthold, said good health is a primary requirement for the increased involvement of women in agriculture. He said the exercise will facilitate and improve the health of the women. Records from the clinics in Ghana shows that most patients with the disease visit health facilities late. Dr. Jonathan at the Ridge Hospital in Accra, who led the medical team to the community, attributed the late reporting of patients to ignorance about the disease as well as perception based on culture and religious belief. Dr. Jonathan called for a national policy on cervical cancer screening for women in rural communities at least once every 3 years. Into our last health news, the Ghana Health Service is to review the COVID-19 restrictions and protocols in the country by next week. The service says there is a task force that has been set up for the review the situation across board, and the report would be released next week to Ghanaians. Minority in Parliament has called for the reopening of Ghana's land borders since the situation has affected economic activities of the border towns and villages. Reacting to the issues on Wednesday, March 16th on 3FM Sunrise, hosted by Alfred Okansi, Director of Public Health at the Ghana Health Service, Franklin Asiedu, explained that a task force is trying to look at what needs to be done because we have been there before. Commenting on the COVID test of $160 at the Kotoka International Airport, for which the minority has called for a review, Dr. Asiedu said it is quite expensive, but these interventions have saved the country a lot. Coming up is entertainment news.
to the entertainment segment. Our headlines. Why I have Shatta Wale's photo in my bathroom, KK Fosu. Nana, you did not promise this hardship. D-Black reminds Akufo-Addo. Tell your father to also die. Efia Swasnega too. Those who angry with Chief of Staff, 50,000 Ghana cedis gifts. The stories in detail. KK Fosu says he has embossed the photo of self-proclaimed dancehall King Shatta Wale in his bathhouse and explained the reason for this. The singer who ruled the high life scene with his unique style of music 20 years ago in the music industry said Shatta Wale represents everything he, KK Fosu, want to embody. KK Fosu noted that for multiple hit songs, he said Shatta Wale is a symbol of hope to him. Shatta is big. He is not easy. He is my symbol of hope. I have his picture pasted big at my bathroom. Why? You know why? Anytime I bath and I see it, I have hope that I can also make it like him. Because I start with him. Shatta is our king. He is an African king. High life legend KK Fosu live band first speak. Moving away from that story, the suffering in Ghana has attracted the attention of celebrities who are speaking candidly about the difficulties that the people of Ghana are experiencing. Another example is Desmond Blackmon, better known by his stage as D-Black, who is well-known supporter of New Patriotic Party (NPP). He is settling that the administration did not promise the people mystery on the scale that is presently being experienced. D-Black discussed the growth in the cost of living and the fact that it's continuing the climb at the alarming rate with each passing day. He straight called the attention of the government to the urgent need of the people as well as the mystery Ghanaians are going through in order to survive the economic crisis. Moving into our last story. Efia Swasnega has advised anyone who criticizes her for the Chief of Staff's contribution to telling their dad to die. Government supporters are angry that the Chief of Staff gave Efia Swasnega 50,000 Ghana cedis for father's burial. Her support for the father's burial was also reported, something the Chief of Staff could not do for the party member who worked hard to guarantee the party who won power. They have voiced their displeasure with the Chief of Staff behavior on social media and will not campaign for the party in the next coming election.
And this brought us to the end of today's news at 6. But then, a recap of our top story. Time also for the NPP to break the 8.
The Ghana National Association of Graduate Teachers tells the Ghana Education Service to withdraw the 10% salary bungalow rent directive if they want peace.
You can follow us on Facebook as Ghana Radio and also subscribe to our YouTube channel as Ghana TV. I am Anyanya Bless Eyuam. I was here with my colleagues
Deliverance Ashiabi.
Inu Sarahina too.
Stay tuned to Ghana Radio.